Top of the morning, it's the Date Master, and we're back with another video. This video is a special request. Shout out my guy, Jimmy Cobra, who's been very active on my channel and leaving his commentary. Shout out to you, bro. So this is for you. He had asked me, where do you go to meet beautiful women? And this is a question that is not going to have a typical answer because there is no one spot that beautiful women are just sitting and looking. Even if you go to a nightclub, even if you go, and I'm gonna get into it a little bit more in depth. Even if you go to certain spots, if you go out, you kick it, you see these women, and I did a video about this a while ago, and I'm gonna start doing some vlogging, pretty much showing the layout and kind of just showing my experience when I go out of town, when I go to Atlanta, Miami, etc. And you see these beautiful women in here by the 10-pack, 6-packs. These women are already in these spaces because they have been invited, or it is a rare occasion where they could be celebrating like a birthday, bachelorette type of deal. It's already pre-planned. Now, where you go to meet beautiful women is a place of value because women know value and women know the spots. Women know where to go and when to go to these places. So you have to be unconventional in your approach. In a lot of cases, you have women who's trying to beat the crowd. So your happy hour at your most popular bar in the city, rooftops. Rooftop experience is by far the best aesthetic and the best atmosphere and vibe to meet beautiful women because it's something about a woman's mindset. Especially beautiful women, they already have this preset in a sense. Not all, but a lot have this superiority or this. It's about being beautiful and being the most beautiful woman in the room. And it's about being the most valuable woman in the room to her. So rooftops are a place where women can go because they're up high, they looking over the city. This is where your top tier demographic is going to go who's trying to be entertained because they want to be separated. It's kind of like a VIP. And most of these rooftops are free. So one physical place, your rooftop bars. Go with a wingman, maybe 2, 3, not too many. Sometimes I would say go by yourself. But if you're looking for a go-to spot, your most popular rooftop bar in your city is going to be key on the nightlife scene. If you're looking for more entertainment, you're going to look at your rooftops. Secondly, you won't see these type of women in packs. Depending on where you are, if you're in Atlanta, Miami, it's possible you'll see 6, 7, 8 of them in these particular spots. Healthy and clean grocery stores, Publix, Whole Foods, Sprouts, anything that sells organic, top tier produce, food, groceries, you're going to see a lot of beautiful women in these spaces. This is a niche that a lot of guys have learned. I did a video about a year or two ago about the type of approach you have when you're in these grocery stores, because you don't approach a woman in the grocery store in the same fashion you would approach a woman in a bar. And we're not talking about cold approach. This is not a cold approach video. We do not condone cold approaches because it sets you up for failure. The grocery store, again, the location, when you hear people, the old phrase, location, 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 this is very pivotal and this is key to your success rate in meeting and attracting beautiful women, because the location determines the mindset. If I'm in the rooftop, if I'm in the Publix, Whole Foods, if I'm in particular spaces that have value, that value is going to reflect when you go to your hood Walmarts, you go to your hood gas stations. The demographic that you see reflects the type of area that you're in. I'm going to say that again. The type of people that you see in certain areas reflect the demographic and the value of the space that you're in. So you go to a Publix is clean, everything is organized, everyone is friendly, everyone is pretty much on high energy. So when you are meeting women in these spaces, they're gonna say, okay, well I never seen him in this Publix. I never, seen this type of guy in this area. That makes you a standout because she could be a regular. Again, this is if you're just now changing up your routine. You're gonna be the new guy, but you're gonna run into people that frequent this market a lot because they stay in the area. So when you start becoming a regular, you may possibly run into the same woman twice or the same types of women. You're going to run into them frequently. And when you're in these spaces, your approach should not be so direct, but indirect. If you're in the same aisle and, you don't want to be a creep, but you can, hey, can you pass me, uh, could you pass me the spice or some seasoning, wherever you are the most comfortable at, you're knowledgeable, you won't fumble the words. And she say, sure, she greets you with a smile and eye contact. It's nothing to hit her where you look familiar. Okay. And she's going to say, oh, really? And then if she's engaged in the conversation, these are key indicators that it's time to proceed. And you can hit her with a quick line. And this is free game, by the way. You like somebody I was going to have dinner with tonight. This is going to be an icebreaker. When a woman hear you say this, she's going to respond with either laughter or disgust. If it's laughter and it's you caught her by surprise. And this is not a PUA video, but I'm just giving you an example of some techniques to use in markets versus being in a nightclub or being in a bar. Your approach is not going to be that way. But I'll get to that part in a minute. So these places that you go to, again, your rooftop bars, nice restaurants, happy hour, and your local grocers, your grocery stores that's high-end, Publix, Whole Foods, etc. Now, the caveat is not where do I go to meet beautiful women, but how do I attract beautiful women? Networking. Networking is a double-edged sword that you can make it one edge. You can make it strictly about the business, of course. But with networking, you're going to find women who are in proximity of other men who are networking if you're networking, you have some type of value, some type of ambition, some type of end game that has something to do with your finance, advancement, and increasing your financial platform. So you're going to have women who are paying attention in these network mixers, these networking events. And you also network through friendship. You have friendship associations, etc. You come in being an asset and being skillful in a trade, something that creates value. Myself personally, I'm a self-taught graphic designer. I do flyers. I specialize in flyers, logos, but my niche is flyers. I picked this up, and I may get into that story later on down the line. But I got into this, unknowingly, and it's been promising. It's been very lucrative for me, and I have a great clientele base. So I come in the door with a service to provide. I'm not coming in to use my service as a tool to attract women, but by default, women are going to attract, especially if these women are associated to a group, a person, or even themselves as to someone who's doing business, has a, service or product that they want to market. I would be an asset to them because I can create what they would need to help them achieve that goal. So networking is great because it puts the eyes on you, not for how you look, but for what you are to that network. The type of value that you bring to that network. This is my graphic designer. He does all my flyers, announcements, business cards, videos, etc. He does a lot of work for me. Oh, okay. So she automatically sees that value in you. Now, when you put the sprinkles on top, you have the wardrobe intact. You're looking clean. You have the gym physique. You have the athletic build. You have the charisma and the confidence now, and you're making money. These are all of the key ingredients to attracting these beautiful women, because women want all of the notches. They want all of the boxes checked. They want the look, they want the finance, they want the confidence, energy, status. Women, like you hear them say every single day on these platforms, they are not looking forward to settling. But only a few have the liberty to say that. Only a few. So this is, just a video I wanted to touch on. Oh yeah, and I do want to touch on the rooftop of the nightlife. If you're meeting women in these spaces, again, your happy hour, rooftop, if they're nightlife, late night, in most cases, they already chose. They already have their plan for the night. They already know who they're going home with, or they already have an idea on who they want to call after the club. So if you're doing it this way, you have to have the presence. You have to have the presence in these spots, because you have a lot of, I wouldn't say competition, but you have a lot of distractions. You have a lot of other gentlemen who have the same initiative that you do. So if you're in the club and you're trying to meet beautiful women and attract them and have a good time, you need to have the presence, meaning you need to have your own space, your own section. You need to have your own alcohol, bottles, etc. If you're in the nightlife, especially big cities, the night you're in general population, you're in the middle, looking crazy. Unless you're someone that's already pre-selected, you already have that your feet planted, then you're just working a different move anyway. But for the guys who are looking to kind of get knee deep and really get into the dating market and enjoy it and experience it, you have to check off all of the boxes. So, yeah, your nightlife experience, you want to be more present, in control of how your night is going. You don't, enjoying yourself, not looking to grab women, but that's going to happen because you're enjoying yourself without the need of a woman. So you'll have women come to your section, and you'll have women on the side of you. Hey, here's a shot. Let's take a shot, et cetera, et cetera. So now they end up migrating to your section, et cetera. Now you're interacting with one another. But I may do a video. Yeah, I'm probably going to do a video about picking up women, usually using pickup lines, and when to use them, what type of pickup lines, or what type of approaches to take once you're chosen. But let me know what you think about this video. It's the Date Master. Shout out my guy Jimmy Cobra for the recommendation. And y'all tap in. Salute.